I'm Bailey and welcome to my channel. I'm a twin mom as well as a small business owner. The store I own, Goo Goo Goods, is a diaper bag company, but I'm kind of toying with the idea of adding some apparel. I do have an embroidery machine, so I'm thinking about looking into doing some of that for the store, but it's still kind of up in the air on that. This is vlog number 2 in my series of going over what it's like to be a stay-at-home mom as well as a small business owner. In this vlog, I think I'm going to focus on what I've been doing for marketing as well as maybe getting into some embroidery. So if that's something that you would find interesting, then just keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing that I want to go over is this thing that I found called Billow, and I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I'm looking at. Okay, so I have to look up Billow app. If you type in like billow.com, it won't do it. So you go to billow.app. And then, so this is what it looked like, and I got an ad for this, I think, on my Instagram. And so basically, it's like user-generated videos. So you will send your product to a person, and they will make a video for your ad. And so this is what I've done so far. I've tried to make 2 videos. So I've got one that's already done and one that's kind of processing. And basically, all that you have to do is I'll show you kind of like what the rates are. So you have your product, and then these are the type of different videos you can get, just like an ad, a testimonial, a TikTok. I will say that this TikTok ad is definitely the more expensive option that you can get. And then you got a how-to, unboxing, 360, honest review. I think the honest review is the cheapest one that you're gonna find. And so like for us, what I did was I did video ad, and then I went the premium. If you want to get the basic, it's $79, premium, it's $159. And then just, tells you how long you want it, how it'll be displayed. And then you can do these little add-ons to kind of make it stand out more. You can get these photos, and then right here is where you're gonna put in what you want your creator to kind of like, what their vibe is, like what you want them to look like, how old they are. And then you just say how much you want. So like for one video ad that's 30 seconds and doesn't really have anything crazy added to it, it's just gonna be like $100. And basically, yeah, that's it. And I will insert the ad that I had done right here.
I am obsessed with my Goo Goo Goods Breakfast with Baby bag. It is an amazing diaper bag that fits everything you will possibly need for your baby if you are on the go. It makes me feel like a super mom in a way. From diapers, snacks, to the infamous iPad, it all fits comfortably in here. I love the super fun colors of the bag, making it stand out. My daughter loves this bag just as much as I do. I love that this bag is very roomy and easy to clean.
So obviously I did really like Billow. The girl that I worked with did a really good job, and I'm having her make a TikTok ad as well. I personally tried to make a Instagram ad, kind of. I wanted to make an ad that wasn't really like super ad-like, that was more kind of just like me introducing myself, just so that I could get out there and kind of be seen by more people. And I tried to do that when the boys were awake so that I could kind of get a more, I'm trying to think of how I want to say it. I wanted to get my boys in it so that it was kind of like cute background noise, but this is how it turned out. Hi, I'm Bailey, owner of Goo Goo Goods. I'm a twin mom and now a small business owner who started a company. I started a diaper bag company to make fun, unique pieces for parents who didn't want just boring beige diaper bags. So I think it was too distracting, so either I need to find time to do it when they're asleep, or I will just have to let go of that dream of me making my own ad. Okay, and then so the next thing I want to show you is the social cap. Okay, so this is the social cap. And so basically what this is, I think there are 3 different tiers of social media marketing that you can do on here. And it is basically, you are putting your brand out there, and micro-influencers will reach out to you and tell you if they want to work with you or not. I chose the option of just gifted collaborations. You can do gifted, affiliate, I think is one, and just paid. So I have just done the gifted one because I don't really have like tons of dough to be thrown around for a bunch of different micro-influencers. And I think it's worked out pretty well, but I'll kind of show you what my dashboard looks like. Okay, I'm gonna like blur out some information so that you don't see all these people's stuff. But as you can see here, I've matched with a lot of people. And basically what they do is they'll reach out to you and they'll say like, like they're pending your reply, and then you can check out their Instagram or their other socials, and it tells you how many followers they have, what's their engagement like. and it gives you the option to say like, oh, like I would love to move forward with this, or you know, I think that, you know, it's not the right fit. And once you match with someone, it sends you an email basically saying like, oh, like you're matched, like go ahead and introduce yourself. And then in that introductory email I send to them basically has like, you know, an about me, and then kind of asking what they would like out of the collaboration, and then kind of like what I want out of the collaboration. And so far the emails I've gotten back and the people I've matched with have been really good. I've had a couple that immediately were like, oh, like, you know, here's my rate card. And I was like, oh, well, like, I'm sorry, I'm like not really interested in paying like $500 to be like on your story. I'm sorry. But so far the people I've worked with have been very, very nice, and the content that they made for me has been very, very cute and engaging with their followers, and so that's been really good. I've had a couple people apply that I've been kind of like, I don't know why they applied. Like there was this like one guy whose whole thing was he did van life. He was just like a single dude living in his van, and like that's cool and all, but like I don't really know how a diaper bag is gonna fit into your lifestyle or situation. But I mean, that's cool. So I kind of say like, yeah, that's not the right fit for me.
Editing Bailey here. I just wanted to pop in and say that I forgot to mention that I have the lowest cost plan. It is $49 a month for the starter plan, and it lets you match with up to 10 creators a month.
And then the next thing I want to talk about is actually kind of a, for me personally, I saw an ad for this thing called Pietra. I don't know if you've seen the ad for it. I'm not sure. So Pietra, their whole kind of like spiel is that, oh, like, you know, you can join our website like for free, and you can have like your own kind of like storage facility with us that's really cheap, and you can make your own little website on our platform, and it's free, blah, blah, blah. But like, what they really want you to do is get like the paid membership. So I got the paid membership. It's not very much, it's only like $39 a month, but this is kind of where they get you. The paid membership allows you to talk back and forth with vetted brands, which is like totally fine, and I like the idea of that. But they kind of make this promise of, oh, it's like super easy to start with us because like, you know, we've got these vetted brands with low minimum order quantities. So like if you don't really have any money, you can use us to help like start your business. But that has not been true at all. I've had people reach out to me, like I've put out there like, you know, what I'm looking for. And the reason I'm using this program is because I'd like to get a backup manufacturer, and I would like to try to find a manufacturer in the States if possible, just in case like I wanted to visit, or if I wanted to kind of just be on the same like time, not necessarily the same time zone, but it's kind of hard when you're communicating with manufacturers that are like on a completely flipped schedule. So it's kind of hard. So I'm trying to find someone who's more on my time schedule. But I've had people on here that have reached out to my request and been like, oh, like, you know, our minimum order is 1,000 bags, and we can do it for like $40 a bag. And it's like, that's not at all like what I thought it was gonna be like. And so that was kind of tricky. And like I put also like an ad out there for like, oh, like I'm looking for someone to do a tech pack for me. And I got one person who replied back, and they were super duper nice. But it was gonna be like, oh, like, you know, this is like how long it's gonna take, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, well, I actually already have a bag. I would just send it to you and kind of want you to do it from the bag. And they're like, okay, that'll probably be around like $5,000. And I was like, how is it possible that this app says that it's like supposed to be good for like new brands? Like that just doesn't make any sense to me. I also should have noticed a red flag when I reached out to their sales team, and they emailed me back and said like, oh, like, you know, it would be a good time for a call. And like I emailed them back, and then like 10 days of nothing. So I guess I should have known.
Editing Bailey back again. I also should mention that they have a free trial that lasts for 3 days, but in my opinion, 3 days is not nearly long enough for a free trial for something like this, because within 3 days you can't even put out any sort of request, and you can't hear back from suppliers in that amount of time. So like, what?
But basically I would just say you could just use Alibaba and make sure you have like a verified supplier. Because I think, like, you know, through Alibaba, if something is wrong with your order, you can always like go through Alibaba to resolve it with Pietra. I don't know if you can do that, and it's not worth it to me. Maybe if I like had a way bigger company and I was just kind of like looking for a fulfillment center to like send out, like to connect to my Shopify or something, maybe I would like Pietra. But I would just say if you're a new brand starting out, or like, you know, maybe just my business is not what this is tailored to. It might be more kind of like apparel and cosmetics. Maybe it would work, but for me, it just did not work. Okay, so big news. I opened up my own website. So basically, the reason I did this is because I want to run ads on Facebook and Instagram. And in order to use the Facebook pixel, I need to have a website. Like I couldn't put it through Amazon, you can't put it through Etsy. And so what you need to do is build a website. And so I opened Shopify, and so far it's going really good. It didn't take super long to make the website. It took a couple of days just because of like how crazy my days can be. But overall, it went really well, and I'm glad that I did it. But what's funny is actually I have not installed the Pixel yet. So that's gonna be something that I'm going to work on tonight. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've done on the marketing side of things. If there's anything that you have a question about in regards to any of the apps that I use, please feel free to leave a comment or shoot me an email. But I think that for now, I'm just gonna stick with those things. But if you have a suggestion, please leave a comment below and let me know. I think I'm gonna end the vlog right here. I originally wanted to include some embroidery stuff, but I think that's just gonna make the vlog a little bit longer than I want it to be this time. So in the next video, I'll take you guys behind the scenes of some embroidery stuff, and I'll do all that. I appreciate you watching this video, and if you like it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. See you later. Thanks.